guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our FHG account. We have 20,000 diamonds and we're going to try to build as many Awakened Heroes as we can, guys. I'm going to go through the faction accounts. I want to build out the heroes we have within the faction accounts. That way we can continue to borrow them. I've been borrowing my Awakened version of Solus. I want to add a couple more stars in there. Want to get a little bit more engraving. And if you look systematically, I've went through these accounts, guys, and I've built different Awakened Heroes per the account. Of course, the faction account kind of a given, but on this account, I do have the Awakened version of Taylene. So you can see tier 4 gear. We have her with her artifact plus 30 signature item. I am going to try to build these up as far as possible. Again, to really stay competitive within the Cursed Realm and the Twisted Realm, utilizing these heroes. Magic resist, of course, attack going up quite a bit. And again, I'm going to try to build them out, even with the furniture, guys. I'm going to put them in the furniture wish list. We're going to do some summons for all of these heroes, trying to get them built out. That way, they can kind of be a feeder for the FHG or for the YouTube account. So here, even looking at some of the crit damage amplification and magic pierce, doing more damage with them going above 60. We want to take this actually all the way up to 80. Don't have the resources right now, as you can see, guys, but boosting up the attack that we're having within here makes a big difference, guys. The stronger that we can build out these heroes, we absolutely want to. So we have 65, we have 36 here. And again, with the furniture, we're going to do the exact same. The Oaken, I want to make sure that we're building these out. If we can get them to 36 of 36 furniture, it would be absolutely incredible. So in here, guys, we have Joan. We already did pick up Joan. We have Brutus in here. I'm going to drop out a couple heroes. And again, not really the biggest priority in here. I know Queen's furniture is decent. Honest, most of the heroes in here are pretty decent, but I'm going to drop out Queen. And the reason for that, guys, is I'm going to put in the 2 Witcher heroes that we're going to be picking up in the future. Joan, of course, we got as well. We just have to build her up. But right now, I'm thinking I'm going to go with someone like Leonardo. See, I like the 9. I'm going to take out Kayleen in this one. And I'm going to put, again, maxing out the furniture, building out the furniture for the Awakened version of Taylene. Might not be the best, but again, overall on these accounts, guys, I don't make a lot of progression. I don't have a lot of time to really put in them. So if I can borrow the heroes that I need to actually build from my own accounts, because they are already, some of them are on the friends list already, so I can just borrow essentially my own heroes, which works incredibly well. No Witcher furniture yet. There's a piece for Raku, and back-to-back furniture pulls. There is a piece for Brutus, guys. Brutus, of course, we are building as well. I want to see some copies for Taylene. There's one for Geralt. One card on the table. So again, I'm going to build them out. We'll get a card for Taylene, which means that it is going to be the first step in building the furniture past that 9 of 9. Absolutely want to build these heroes out. And again, I'm going to do it across all of the faction accounts, guys. So we're going to do quite a few summons today, building them out. I finally got, this one was actually maxed out to 5 stars. We did that, I believe, last time we did our summons, we got the Awakened version of Taylene up to 5 stars. But I definitely want to build her out again, maxing her out within formations. That way I can borrow my own heroes. It's been kind of crazy lately, but what we've been seeing is a lot of players leaving AFK Arena, which is super unfortunate, but a lot of players that I used to borrow from before, I haven't been able to yet. So this is defense. I want to see which furniture kind of does which. That one is defense. This strengthen gives us crit rating. So crit rating, pretty good. I would take crit rating over defense. And then the final small furniture. And a lot of you might not know you can actually strengthen the furniture. Magic Pierce. So I'm going to go ahead and get Magic Pierce here. So I'm going to use the one piece we do not have equipped. And there we go. So it is going to be the +1 furniture. Entire realm star chart. Mythic +1. That is right, guys. It does go to the +1. Similar to what we see with signature items, things of that nature. So we're going to keep her in there. We're going to build her out. I'm going to wait for the timer here, but we are absolutely going to build her out. So I'm going to hop over to the Lightbearer account, hopefully do the same, get some summons out of there, because again, she is already to 5 stars. So we're just going to keep her where she is. We are looking for the Awakened version of Solus on this account, because 1 copy, guys, 1 copy we already have, but you want to get 1 copy. That is really It's very effective with just a single copy of the Awakened version of Solus. But let's go ahead, we'll hop over to the Lightbearers, see if we can build up some Thane. All right, guys, so here we are on the Lightbearers, again, looking to build out those Awakened heroes. Thane was the most difficult, and I know a lot of the other players have kind of shared it. Thane has been the absolute most difficult hero to summon ever. He is by far, he has been the one that has been super, super difficult to build, super difficult to summon, had to spend an incredible amount of resources, which again, guys, we're going to take him to that plus 40 signature item. Engraving, we already have him at an 80, but we do want to take him up a little bit higher. Crit damage amplification. Absolutely, I want to build him up to the 100 mark, which will actually be, these are the first ones that I built. I actually do not have any heroes that I had originally built past the 60. We started building it with the Awakened hero with the 80s, and we are just continuing on with the resources we get out of here, which takes it to 88, guys. So all of the three major damage components are done, and then we just need more resources, but that takes him to 88, guys. So adding a lot in there. I mean, when you go through, you add in 7 levels for the signature item, which of course adds a lot of attack. When you add more engraving in there, of course, the amplification just goes much, much higher. Have him in the tier 4 gear, have him with his signature item. Works incredibly well with informations, guys. I like him, but let's see if we can pull a couple more copies. We were looking out of here. I know we just pulled some recently, and then Temple, we have 40 more cards. Again, we're going to go all in for them, guys. It's going to be a while before we see Awakened faction heroes kind of through the repeat. We still know we have the Graveborn hero that is coming. Again, it's going to be a while. I know saving the cards would be ideal. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone short of person who is building the heroes similar to what I'm doing, just really getting copies to get copies to borrow. But every single day, guys, as we continue to grind through here, look, nothing for Thane. Furniture, I think I have a ton. I think I have an absolute crazy, guys. We have 40,000 here. Wish list, again, we kept Scarlet in there. We also do have Thane in there. Rest of these guys, I think I'm going to keep the same because I want to max some of those out. 2 cards on the table, which we can use for Thane. Continuing, again, to build him out. That way we can maximize the damage, really building him for, again, to borrow for the Cursed Realm and the Twisted Realm. Also, I'm going to friend these guys on my free-to-play account. So again, I'm going to have the ability to borrow a lot of these heroes. And there is Thane, guys. Have the ability to borrow a lot of these heroes so I can continue making progression within the both accounts, which I might do the free-to-play. I've also considered doing the FHG account. And we're getting wicked lucky with furniture in here, guys. Absolutely amazing with the pulls, with the furniture. We've seen Thane in there. We got Scarlet there. We got King Arthur. We also do have Baba Yaga in there. Let me make sure that we're not overbuilding because I thought that was the last piece for Baba Yaga. Yep, which it is. So we will drop Baba Yaga out in here. I'm going to go ahead and put in Joan. We already have, I'm going to put in our Witcher. And then we have 8 there. We have 9 and 9. Of course, we're just building them up. We have Zolrath in here as well. Let's recycle what we're not using. And again, guys, might not be the most advisable just to build them out this way, but for purpose-wise, I want them stronger than they are. So even here, I'm going to burn them, guys. That's right. As much as I would love to see it, we are trying to build out the Awakened version of these heroes and building them out to the 3636. Honestly, if we do this on a regular basis, it's not going to take an incredible amount of time to build all of these heroes out. So this one, strengthening, gives us crit damage amplification. Absolutely, guys. I will take some crit damage amplification. So we'll go ahead 1. I think we have 4 here. There's number 2. There's number 3. Once you get to 3, guys, that is the max. So if you've ever wondered why there are players that have the little red part, which I'll show you guys in just a minute, have the little red kind of glowing piece in there, it is because they have the max 3 of 3 furniture on there. The crit damage amplification went out a ton. Like I said, right here, we get our 1 little quality of Mythic plus max furniture. Also, the little piece glows here. because we have him built up much higher and we do have that maximum furniture. But look at that crit damage amplification, guys. So when he crits, the damage is going to be much, much higher because of the furniture we're adding to him. And again, when you're kind of min-maxing within the Twisted Realm and the Cursed Realm, it's really going to make a big difference with these heroes and essentially how effective they are. All right, guys, so that'll do it for our Lightbearers. Let's hop over to our Maulers. All right, so it wasn't too long ago we actually did the Mauler account. I was building up Brutus. We got him maxed out a lot higher, guys. Tier 4 gear again, plus 35. We just took his signature item up to a plus 35. One thing with Brutus, guys, is the secondary or substat is haste. You absolutely want to take him to a plus 35. I know it is expensive, but to pick up the extra couple points of haste for him, again, it makes a huge difference when you're min-maxing. Within the engraving, I don't even think we have any mats left. We finally pulled him to 80, which was kind of a struggle, but he is looking sweet, guys. Already have him at 4 stars. Not sure if we have enough. We still need 3 copies in here to get him built out. And I wish I could just go ahead and pull these without the whole animation. I think I have the animation effects off, but in here it still shows. Trying to get a couple more copies in here, guys. Stargazer, we have, looks like not even a full pull. We probably won't pull a copy, but we could get lucky with a single. We've done it before, guys, that we've seen a 1 single pull, which will bring us, again, 1 closer. If we get a copy here, even if we get diamonds, anything of that nature, we will be 2 copies away from having him done. Fully 5-star done. Final pull here. In furniture, I believe I went through as well. 122,000. Maybe we didn't go through the furniture for Brutus, guys. We know that is I don't even know how I have that many Poe coins on here. But we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 Maulers to continue to build out. Alna we want to max out for sure. I would say out of this formation, I'm going to drop out Arthur at this point. I'm going to put Brutus in here. And there we go, guys. We have a lot of furniture on here. First piece goes to Ezio. And again, I'm going to have to do some summons in here. Then we're going to have to hop back over. Look at that. Ezio and Thisu right there. I don't want to max out all of these heroes, which I'm sure there's another piece for Thisu. Back to back. Look at that. A double again, guys. I want to make sure we're not taking these heroes past that 9 of 9 furniture, because I know some of those were pretty close. All right, 8 right there, and then Ezio's at 5. Okay, so we're still good on those. We do got a card on the table as well, which means Brutus getting a little bit bigger built. Piece for Alna, that takes her to 8. Alna's 9 of 9, big, huge, absolute priority for that furniture. There's 9 of 9, guys. We will actually pop that on Alna. 9 of 9 with the furniture, which means we are going to drop her out of this wish list. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put the Witcher in there. There we go. So we will definitely build it out. Still have 87,000 furniture or Poe coins. 87,000 Poe coins. That's a lot of Poe coins. There we go, guys. There is big Brutus. That's what we're looking for in here. So 1, 2, 3 again, which gives us Anasta. And I'm hoping we get a couple pieces for the Witcher, which there is Leonardo. I believe that's the first one we've seen for Leonardo. Surprised we didn't get any more for Ezio. There's the Witcher we were just talking about. And red cards on here, guys. We're going to have a ton of them as well. There's another piece for Thisu. I think that might take him to 7, or was that 8? That takes him to 9. That's what I thought, that one piece there for Thisu. I'm going to drop them out. How's our Maulers look? It looks like 9 of 9s. 9 of 9 across the board, except the 3 that we do have left in there, which means, guys, I'm going to drop Yennefer in here. And it's just going to continue. We still have the Awakened version of Solus. That is coming pretty soon. There is Alero. With that being said, we still have the Graveborn hero. And speculation, guys, is saying that it's going to be the Awakened version of Torn, which we'll look at in just a little bit. It'll be interesting if that's the hero they chose, but they chose Solus. So, I mean, nothing's really off the table right now, in my opinion, because they did do the awakened version of Solus, which was shocking to everyone. People were saying Kaz, people were saying Almas, people were saying Tassie, but overall, it was who we got, guys. We got the awakened version of Solus, which I know a lot of people are pretty impressed with. It works pretty well. So here we still have 9 of 9. Those are not maxed out. Sell these back, see if we can get a couple more copies. Again, it's only going to be a couple weeks, guys, and these Brutus copies will be full. The furniture will be full. Another piece for Albedo. I think that brings her really close to being done as well, which it does. That actually gives her that 9 of 9. So here we will drop out Albedo. That is 9 of 9. Who else we got here? We just got Joan. I'm going to put Joan in here. So unfortunately, didn't get very lucky with any of the Mauler heroes that we had in here. We were hoping we could get quite a few copies. Overall, didn't see them, but we have one more pull, and it is just a regular pull. We'll recycle, and then of course, guys, we're going all in for these Beefcake Brutus builds. That gives him what? I think 6. I think that gives him 6 pieces of furniture, guys. That'll give him double +3s. So building out his room, let's take a look at it, guys. So large furniture gives him haste. Absolutely want to do haste, guys. That will be huge. Building out the haste. Haste, we know, is the biggest, strongest, most powerful attribute that we have within AFK Arena, guys. Haste by 2.3. If you look, even his +30 signature item only gave him, I believe, 8 haste. So we're adding almost the same of what we've seen with the signature item, which again is just absolutely incredible. I want to continue maxing out these Maulers and continuing with the progression in there, but there is 2 pieces of maxed out furniture for our Maulers, and I think that's it, guys. Yep, that is all we got for the furniture. So that does take him up to, look at that, we have 2 of them now because of Brutus. Another pull right there, which we can always go down here in 122,000, guys. I didn't even realize that I had that many on here. And there's Brutus. We get another copy and we get another card. Look at that. And we only need 3 more copies, guys. 3 copies. And again, he will be done, which means that adds an incredible amount of haste on him. Damage is going to go through the roof, guys. When you're adding haste on top of haste on top of haste. So, I mean, in total, even here, haste went up 1.9. And then both of these added 2.3. So 2, 4.6 plus the 1.9. Yeah, that's incredible. That is a lot of haste. We know, guys, when you get them to the 36 of 36, they actually get a little red kind of banner behind here to show the max out furniture, which was one of the reasons why we wanted to do this. All right, so that'll do it for our Maulers, guys. The awakened version of Brutus is a absolute monster now, but let's go ahead and we'll hop over to the Wilders. All right, guys, so here we are on our last faction account for today, which is our Wilders. Built her out a significant amount, guys. Solus, we were absolutely focusing on and building her out. Not even sure. We do have a little bit more. So a little bit more attack, a little bit more defense in there. Engraving, we already took her to 80, but again, we're going to take her as high as we can. Heal going up there, we want to focus on the haste, which is really, really important. Crit and haste over on this side. And then, of course, we have these, which are not as important. The Magical Pierce doing damage right there. And I'm thinking, guys, it is so absolutely insanely expensive to build out these heroes. I'm going to put these Tenacity in there. I think we'll get to 90. And then what do we got? So this one, we only have 2 pieces left, guys. This one, HP, Defense, and Tenacity. I'm going to go with Tenacity. 93, guys. So this is the highest hero that we absolutely have built, guys. But that added just an absolute insane amount of stats to this hero. I want to see about adding stars, guys. We only have her at 1 stars. So let's see if we can get lucky with these summons in here. 115 cards. Again, I do not advise doing this at all, guys. Utilize the Stargazer to do the pulls for them. But because it is the faction specific, because I'm looking to build them out, I'm going to pull them in here so we know we're going to get a couple more copies. Hopefully 1 or 2 at least out of here. Sometimes the Temple of Time is not forgiving whatsoever, meaning that we're not pulling any copies, which there is one copy closer, guys, which is what we want to see. And she actually hasn't been too difficult to pull overall in comparison to like the Awakened Thane or even Brutus. She was pretty good with the copies up front, but it seems like now it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get some of these copies. So there we go, guys. There is another one, and it's a double. We got a double copy, which will add, of course, a star rate on there, guys. Let's see if we can get one more copy after a double. Man, anytime that you can pull a double of these heroes just because of the sheer cost is absolutely incredible, guys. Stargazer, of course, we have 38 cards, 18,000. So we have a couple copies here that we could pull. And the first one is a copy, guys. That already gives us 4 copies of Solus, which is amazing. That is absolutely amazing to get that many copies. We have 3 pulls here, which there's another one. So that gives us 5 copies. And we still have 2 more pulls. Another one. That's 6. Like I was saying earlier, guys, she was pretty easy to pull the first time, but that is 6 copies, guys, of the Awakened version of Solus. Wow, that is absolutely incredible to see that we pulled. There's 7. There was another one, guys, on a single. Could we keep this going? That is 7 copies with super minimal resources, honestly, to get these copies out. 2 more. Final one. 7 copies. Look at that. Wow. That is absolute insane, the amount of copies that we got. So that'll add actually 3 stars, guys. That is going to add 3 stars for the copies that we had. Look at that. Again, we're trying to min-max these heroes. This is actually one that I borrow all of the time, but there is 4 stars, guys. Almost have it maxed out to 100 engraving. Then, of course, the furniture we're going to build again in the Oaken, guys. We have, what, 52,000, so we have a lot on here as well. Definitely want to build her out. We kept her in there. Have a couple more Wilders in here. Orin is in here as well. But man, that is some incredible luck. There's a copy for Leonardo. Copy for Joan. Copy for Queen. Oh, I missed the one in the middle. I clicked too fast. I seen a red right when I went to click it. Another piece for King Arthur. Arthur doesn't really seem to be used anymore. I know we've been building him up. We've had him on these accounts actually forever. There's another copy for Queen. Let's see where they're at. But overall, see, that takes King Arthur. I thought that last one would take him to being maxed out, so we'll drop him out. We're going to go ahead and add Geralt in there. And continuing, we need some for Solus. We haven't seen any yet, guys, which there's another piece for Joan. Back-to-back furniture, which it is Orin. Or Yorin, however you want to pronounce it. Another piece right there for Leonardo da Vinci. We're going to have a lot here to recycle as well. There we go, guys. There's the Awakened version of Solus on that one. 3 cards on the table, which means recycling. We're going to have quite a bit. We're going to have quite a few pieces to recycle, which should give us another summon. Maybe it'll be mythic. It is not. That's okay, though. Single summon, recycle. We have 3 cards on the table, which means that Solus is going to get 4 cards in total. Boom. There we go, guys. And she, again, is almost built. So let's see what we got here, guys. This one gives us defense and health. Go for the mini room. Tenacity, which tenacity could definitely help a little. And then our small room gives us crit rating. You know what? Damage-wise, I'm going to go with crit. I know it might not be the most ideal. Tenacity might be the good choice, but I know the damage that she puts out. And again, we amplified her damage significantly, leveling her up. So getting her built up within this room, getting the engraving built up, getting the signature item built up, adding the furniture on her, she's going to do a lot more damage. She is going to do an absolute monster amount of damage, which is what we want, guys. So that does give us our 1 Mythic Plus max quality furniture, which is awesome. I'm going to keep saving everything to continue building her out, guys. Signature item engraving, we're going to max it out, have already the tier 4 gear in here, which is very cool to see. All right, guys, so that'll do it for the crazy long video that we did today with these Awakened Heroes. But again, we're going to be borrowing these with informations, making sure that we continue to build them out. And then, of course, we do have the Graveborn hero that is going to be coming someday soon. So I'm hoping to really get him, build him out from 2 max when we do get him. That way we can borrow him if we need him. So guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.